Hey, what's up, guys? It's me, Thermold, and I'm here today with my Doors in Minecraft Devlog 1. Now, I've actually already recorded this video, but it didn't record my voice, so we're doing it differently. So you're gonna hear mouse sounds in the background, but just expect that. So, if you can't tell what I'm building here, okay, well, first I'm going to kind of explain. So for the past few months, I've been making this, as you can see. Now, as I just said in the title and what I just said just a minute ago, this is Doors in Minecraft. If you don't know what Doors is, it's a game on Roblox. It's very good. You should definitely check it out. There's also some other games very similar to it that are also very good, and you should also check those out as well. Now, I started this project like about a few months ago, and since then I have done all of this. Ignore the Snowtail stuff, that's something else, but I've since then made all of this, and this is, again, all in the span of a few months. All these textures are made by me. These aren't like stolen from somewhere. I made all these by myself, which it took a while. I mean, some of them are like low quality, like this I actually had to like take from a wiki and then downscale it because I was not going to remake that whole thing. But a lot of this is just looking at the reference and then like color picking it and then making the textures myself. And yeah, that's what all of this is. Now, in this video, I'm going to basically explain, I'm gonna briefly overview all the blocks I've made. I'm gonna briefly overview all the features I plan, and then briefly overview the entities and room generation. Now, this is the first devlog video. The second one will probably be way shorter since this is the first one and I'm basically covering literally everything. But in future episodes, once I actually like build the rooms that include some of these features, I'll explain them better. But for now, this is kind of a brief overview. Okay, so you're going to see a lot of blocks here that you probably don't recognize or like have seen in the original game, and again, I'll explain that best I can when I get to them. Okay, so this project is something I am actually planning to release to the public, although it will be a while, so don't expect this to be like something I'm going to have done in like a few weeks or something. This is definitely a larger project that will take a while, which is why I'm making these videos, so people know it exists, and so that, you know, they're ready for when it releases. Now, this isn't something I'm planning on putting on the marketplace, because one, it's probably not fit for that, and two, I kind of want it to be free because, I don't know, I just want it to be free. So yeah, without wasting too much of your time, I'm going to start explaining what some of these blocks are. Alright, so first we have wallpaper is the default wallpaper. You can literally see it over here in these little preview things I've made. Then we have torn wallpaper. It's just torn wallpaper, same over here. These, I'll explain what levers do once I get to them, but as you can see, there's a hole in the wall that you place them in, and then you flick them on. Again, oh yeah, I'm just gonna mention this and make it very clear. This is not a complete recreation. This is kind of like heavily inspired from Doors, but yet I'm also adding my own ideas onto it, such as like those things and like this and look, you'll see when I get to those features, all right? But yeah, just want to make that clear. And then we have lower wall, which is also kind of the upper wall too, and the builds over there. Then we have this. Oh yeah, by the way, I have renamed each block to be the name. This is all a texture pack, by the way. These aren't like items that I have like added or something. This is purely a texture pack that I have made. And that's mostly just because I feel like add-ons and / like big maps are really demanding on lower end devices. Like, they're really good, don't get me wrong, but like I feel like on lower end devices they're like crazy, like laggy and stuff, and I kind of want to just make something that's not insane, but still looks fine. Which the reason why I bring that up is because I'm actually on mobile. This is on mobile, but I have a keyboard and mouse to make it easier for me. Which, to be honest, the whole mobile thing actually makes it easier for me to build certain things in certain situations, so it's useful. Anyways, yeah, all of these were made on my iPad, so yeah. Anyways, So we have lower wall. This I'll explain later. Here's like the floor. Here's a bunch of pressure plates that I'll probably use. These we'll get to later. There's a pot here. This is backdoor bricks. Also, these are all separate textures. Like, there's at least like 20 different blocks I had to retexture for this, which is kind of insane. But yeah. Yeah, a lot of stuff I've had to retexture. And then we have an elevator dial, elevator buttons, obviously dupe, the herbivorous, we have a drawer, which does work. We have the bed here, which are actually two different beds put together. Then we have these I'll explain later, these three. This is just a turned off version of this. Crazy. This is a light bulb, like in the back door. There's a wire. So this is hotel wood floor. This is kind of the ceiling texture, honestly. This is the back door floor. This is what I call hotel wood because I feel like it's used like everywhere. This is like the base texture. This is a siding. I call it hotel wood siding because, use it on the side of things. This is smooth hotel wood for smoother texturing. This is a pillar block. I don't know how to explain these, but basically it's just like a pillar block. I thought it would look different, but it didn't work. But I still use it because this right here does not have a wall texture because it's technically wood. So yeah, as you can see right there. Then you have, obviously the stair and slab of the smooth one. We got backdoor wood, which looks like that. We have all the variations of that with like these little, if you see anything with like a dot, that basically means it's supposed to be like a door frame. I'll show some examples of that when I get to those builds, but yeah. Then we have backdoor wood with its, with like some concrete. This is doors concrete. This is light doors concrete. This is smooth light doors concrete, dark hotel wood. We have the chests and the lock chests. I'll get to these. These do work. Well, obviously I can open them right now, but I have like a little feature over there that's going to kind of show that off. The rift. Yeah. I probably will make the texture look a bit better. I kind of don't know how to make this look better at the moment, but that's what I have. These are barricades. You see them sometimes. These are for an entity that I'll get to later, but these, trypophobia warning. Whoops. Bookshelf siding. This is kind of for the lobby and the elevator, and then dark hotel wood. We have a trash can here, a cardboard box. I'm going to have another one of these, but it's going to be like a full block and openable. This is table legs, another version of that. And then this is technically a tabletop, but it's also closet siding, as you can see over here. That was its original purpose, which is really funny. Oh, and then also these little counter things. So I couldn't put the signs on the door because of the way I have the doors work. Again, I'll explain that once I get up there. But I basically have these signs that are next to it that have the number on it. And I think they look pretty good, so it works. Yeah. All right, let's... wait. Hold on. Oh, yeah, there's also carpet. Okay, now let's get to the doors. So, again, you'll probably see some doors that you don't recognize. And by some, I mean one. But we have the normal door with the number. We have a locked door, golden locked door. We'll get to that. Closet door that you can't open. Normal door. Door without a handle. Broken door. Greenhouse door. This is the skeleton door, which is a little weird. We have the electrical room door. We have the back doors, entrance door, a back door timer door, back door with the little handle, and then the one without. And here's all the little item textures. If you're wondering why I have like a separate texture for this, it's just, I don't know. I worked hard on that, and then I like ended up not being able to use it because of these. So, yeah. Okay, let's get to the items. This is where I'll actually start explaining some of the features. So first we have the lever. Now, I'm going to show it off in this little show-off room. Also, by the way, these are like prototypes for the ideas, so these were not going to be what the rooms are actually going to look like. The finalized designs are up there. So basically, you'll have... Let me break this. Okay, so in dark rooms, instead of coding in a flashlight like how normal people would have done it, instead, I have this, which if you can read the signs, basically, I'll have a custom lever that can be placed on these because you'll be in adventure mode. So if I go into adventure mode real quick, if I walk up to this and I place it and then turn it on, the lights will turn on with it. So this is kind of like my replacement for flashlights, and yeah, it's pretty nice, I would say. So yeah, that's what the lever does. Pretty simple. Alright, next we have medicine, which if you couldn't tell is just speed. That's all this is. This is literally all this does. It's just a speed potion. Crazy. And yes, I did change some of the effect textures. They look pretty nice. You'll see some more examples of them later. Okay, next we have bandage. It's health. Now, it is going to look weird when you use it because you drink it. Also, don't worry, these will be cleared once I finish that. But yeah. Okay, next is the lockpick. Self-explanatory. You know what this does. It unlocks the doors. It won't unlock these, though, which is not what the purpose of that is. Trust me, there's a bigger purpose for that, and I'll get to it once I get to that item. But yeah, this is the lockpick, and over here, in my example here, as I said earlier, you can't open this. You cannot open this. It is impossible unless you hold unless you hold this. As you saw here, this did some stuff, and now you can open it. And then it steals your lockpick because you opened the chest, and now you can't unlock it anymore. Pretty simple. Okay, next we have the crucifix. Can you guess what this does? It's a retexture totem. That's all it is. I think it looks pretty nice, though. I tried to give it an animation, but turns out you can't animate items in Bedrock Edition. Well, you can, but it's, like, really stupidly complicated, and it's, like, way easier to do blocks than items. So I'm not gonna do that. I think I'm gonna not worry about that. Okay, next is the mace. Now, the mace, you're probably gonna be like, why is this here? This is probably one of the first items that are, like, completely new to doors. Basically, you'll come across rooms like this, where there's a giant pit, and you have to get across using this mace. Now, the mace is like a item that you will literally be forced to grab at the beginning of the game, because if you're without it, you basically can't complete this. But I do kind of want y'all's opinion, though. Should this be, like, an item that you can, like, find? Like, okay, I could either make this, like, a side room or something, where if you do have this item, you can go across and get, like, some loot. Or I could have this just be like a room that spawns and you just have to get this. Give me some opinions in the comments below because I kind of want to know your opinion on this. I haven't built one of these rooms yet, so it's not like it's going to be detrimental. Now, basically, it's pretty self-explanatory. You jump across, you hit these, and... Oh, okay, well, not fail there. That was horrible. Pretend I didn't... Okay, well, this isn't helping my case. Guys, I swear I'm good at this. Yeah. You're supposed to get across, but I didn't show that very well. I will say though, yeah, these are retextured iron golems, and I think they look pretty cool. Okay, well, you know, it would also be cool if I could like get across. That'd be pretty cool too. Thank you. Yeah, I gotta reprove my status here, guys. There we go. See, I did it. I did it, guys. And also, by the way, I'm gonna mention the ground will not look like this. In the actual build version, this will actually be like, okay, well, this will actually be like a floor. So, yeah. Okay, so next we have the keys. These are self-explanatory. If you played the original game, you know exactly what these do. This is a room key, is electrical room key, skeleton key, and a backdoor key. This is important. So obviously, you know what the room key does. It opens the room thing. This opens this. And then finally, this will make this door disappear. It literally just disintegrates it. It doesn't even open. I'm not even kidding. Check the original game. It just disintegrates for some reason. Not sure what's up with that. Yep, turns into dust. Now, this item is related to the door. Whoa, crazy. Basically, let's say you're in the hotel, right? And this is the layout of a room. Pretend this is like a giant room or something, like the four-way room. So you walk in here, right? And basically, there will be, let me grab the blocks I want. There will be a golden lock door here. Now, you can't open this. You can't open it with a lockpick, and there's obviously no room key. Instead, you have to look to the other two sides, and one of them will have this door. Once you open this door, there'll be a little staircase down, and you'll enter the back door segment. Now, once you enter the back doors, a timer will start. I'll probably have like a scoreboard on the right, and a timer will start, and it'll start playing the music. Okay, the music. Yeah, self-explanatory, I would say. And once you get to the very end, you'll be able to collect the key, which will then teleport you all the way back to the top, which you can then open the door and stop the timer. Yeah, pretty explanatory. I wanted to incorporate backdoors because I really like the backdoors, and I wanted to figure out some way to incorporate them into this instead of just making like a backdoors thing. So yeah, that was my way of including it. Okay, next is obviously the Starlight things, because, if you have a backdoor segment, you gotta have these. So this is the Vial Starlight. Self-explanatory what this should do. It's a golden apple, so it gives you some effects, regen and Starlight, which, if I go into survival here, you'll see I have 2 extra hearts. And those are the, like the little overheal that you have in-game. Okay, so this is supposed to have a different texture, but currently I've been having a dilemma on trying to get specifically the enchanted golden apple to retexture. I cannot figure it out. I'm having a friend try to help me, but if y'all know how to do this on Bedrock Edition, please tell me, because I'm trying to figure it out, and I just cannot figure it out. So currently it just looks like this, which is honestly fine because it looks pretty cool, but I would like them to have distinct textures. I do have a texture for this, by the way. It's just not working. Now, what does this do? Well, it's just an enchanted golden apple, so it gives me all these effects. We have protection, which is resistance, fire resistance, Starlight 4, and then regen 2. Okay, next we have the guiding shield. This one's another new item that I made, and basically what this does is when you wear it, you'll get permanent protection 2. And it's pretty nice because it can protect you from entities. However, it is a golden chestplate, meaning it will break very quickly. So, yeah, if you get a bunch of damage, this thing will break at some point. So it's just some little protection for you. Okay, next is this. If you find this, don't drink it. Like, this thing is literally useless. I'm going to have no use for this thing whatsoever. It's just a thing that will kill you. Like, I am not kidding. If I go into survival here and I drink this thing, I'm like cooked. Like, this means no use to you ever. This has no use to the game at all. I just thought I would add it because it's funny. But yeah, this literally doesn't do anything for you. If you decide to drink this, it's just a death sentence. I should get rid of this effect before I die. Yeah. So it's safe to say don't drink that, maybe. Just a possibility, maybe don't drink that. All right, next is this. This is called the Moonlight Emblem. Now, what does this do? I don't know yet, honestly. I know what I want it to do. Basically, when you click, it will activate it, and it'll take it from your inventory. But you'll get a positive effect. I don't know which one, though. I want this to be good, but, if it gave you protection, that doesn't make sense, because that's just what the shield does, and it's just, I don't know. Regen, that's what the herb does. I don't know what to do with this. Speed is already the medicine. I feel like all the roles are already made for this. So if anyone has an idea, for that, please tell me, because I don't know what to do with it. So yeah, kind of don't know what to do with this thing. Okay, now's the bundle. Bundle, it's just a bundle. That is all this is. Just carry items. You just carry items in it. However, I'm going to have skins for this once I add, achievements and stuff. So there'll be, a skin with, Seek on it or something. A skin of, I don't know. One of the entities or something. I don't know. I'll do some stuff with this. Okay, the next 2 items that I'm about to show contain spoilers for the game. Again, since this isn't a direct recreation, if you don't want to hear about this and you just want to play the game and learn it for yourself, this is probably where you'd want to stop watching. So honestly, skip to the timestamp on screen if you want to skip through that. And if you don't want to know the entities either, skip to this timestamp to skip that as well and just get to the room gen. Alright, with that out of the way, let's explain these 2 items. So these 3 are items, or blocks. So, okay, in the original game, Door 100 to me feels kind of bland, I guess, and I kind of wanted to put my own spin on it. So now, once you complete the normal greenhouse, you will then go to a segment in room 99 where you have to face off everything that you have encountered in the entire game. And I only say this because, well, in the greenhouse, there's certain entities that don't spawn, and like, I want to like really have the player put their abilities to the max, because I feel like in door 100 it's just the figure again, and it's like, oh, I gotta sneak through this, and none of the other entities really appear. Like, I know like Rush, Screech, and Eyes are there in the original game. It's only those three that appear. There's no halt, there's no ambush, there's no what other entities are there? I mean, I guess Snare's there. I mean, I guess it is pretty good, but like in my case with the entities that I'm adding, some of them just don't fit in the greenhouse, and having another segment that really tests your abilities I think would be really cool. So I have this. So in one segment you'll go and try to find this, the Orb of Guidance. You place it into here and it emits a redstone signal, which you're not going to see this, but this is how I'm going to have it open the door. Stardust you'll find in a backdoor segment that I'll have, which has different music, it's more intense, and a little secret guy will spawn there. And once you get the Stardust, you can make the blocks and power the Curious Anchor. And then, of course, we don't want mischievous light around here, so finally you put out the flame, which will finally open whatever. So yeah, that's what that does. You've probably been looking at the music discs over here and wondering what they mean, right guys? Right guys? Yeah. Anyways, so these are the music discs. Basically, achievements, when I add them, depending on what you achieve, depends on the music disc that you'll get that you can play in the lobby. I think this is a cool feature because it kind of just rewards you for beating certain parts of the game, and you can collect certain things, and I think it's pretty cool. So, of course, we have Dawn of Doors, Elevator Jam, Guiding Light, Curious Light. Now this is for a specific entity that I'll get to, but this music disc specifically was an unused track. Technically this song was from like L-Splash's other game, but it was indoors for a little bit, but I think it was a placeholder, so yeah, that was the purpose of this, but it sounds pretty cool. Anyways, I'm going to briefly play all these real quick. Then we have the Seek Chase music, obviously. The, oh my gosh, library music, Jeff's music. Obviously, I showed you all this just a second ago. Then we have, so I'm planning on making the second chase a little different, which is why I have different music here. I'm just going to grab the rest of these. Second Seek Chase music. Yeah. Crazy. Now this one actually has a little story to it. So I'm a member of the Angry Birds community, and a year ago there was a massive event called the Terra Leak, which was basically where a bunch of prototypes of a bunch of old games on the App Store were leaked. And there was a bunch of old content found, a bunch of old builds found. It was honestly pretty cool, but a lot came out of that. And I, as an avid fan of Angry Birds, I specifically Space, I downloaded Angry Birds Space and looked into the files, and there was a song that was called Angry Birds Final Mastered. But it was weird because the song was, it sounded like something that would be in Angry Birds Space, but it was kind of weird. And yeah, anyways, I forgot about the track, and recently I heard it and I was like, oh, this fits perfectly for the greenhouse. This sounds like something that could play there, and it would sound really cool. But it was weird because then I was like, oh, who's the artist of this song? So I went to go search it up, and I couldn't find the song. I couldn't find it, obviously, because it was called Angry Birds Mastered, or Angry Birds Final Mastered, and it was kind of a weird track name. So I started searching up people posting stuff about the the Terra leak, and I found someone that posted the song, and someone in the comments was like, "Oh yeah, it was made by this guy," who like I've never heard of before. And I searched up this song. Turns out this song has no relation to Angry Birds whatsoever, but it was for some reason in the files of Angry Birds Space. I don't understand why it was there. It was so weird. But yeah, I found it there. No one's talked about it, but I thought I would bring it up because it's kind of strange. Anyways, this is what it sounds like. Yeah, it was made by whoever this guy is. Again, very weird. Not sure how it got there. But it sounds pretty nice, and I thought it would fit the greenhouse. Alright, so this is the song for Room 99. Again, this is very, very similar to this song, because it was a placeholder from a completely different game. Okay, and then here's this track. So as I explained, there's like gonna be like a backdoor segment that was like longer and like had different music for the Room 99. This is the music that's gonna play, and credits to this person because it sounds really good. Just kidding, the intro is really long. But if you want to find that song for yourself, go check out that person. It's on YouTube, so it should be pretty easy. Next is Unhinged 2, and then Figure Enraged, which is Unhinged 2, but the beat drop part. Then we have Fresh Rain. Now that's and now you're probably like, oh, why isn't it the elevator music like when you're going down and like when you crash at the end of floor 1? You wanna know why? Because I'm not making floor 2. I am not making that, bro. I'm not making that. This has a slightly different story, where at the end you actually leave the hotel and you just go on with your life. So this is the calm music from floor 2, and it sounds nice. There's no beat drop or anything. It's just some nice tunes, you know. So yeah. Now, when you beat the game, there are some extra stuff that you'll get. So first of all, this you get for completing the game along with Fresh Rain. This is for something that I'm actually going to explain the lore of this disc later. And then this you get for getting every achievement in all of this. So, yeah, this one's pretty important. Now, here is what this one is. If you saw the title there, yes, it's in the thick of it. But, it's the jazz version, and it sounds really good. That's probably copyrighted, actually. But anyways, yeah, I really like this song. It sounds really good, and it's jazz. So, you know, it fits a hotel theme, I guess, you know. Anyways, I really like this song. Go check out this person because it sounds really good. This one is weird because it's another thing that was just in my files, but this didn't come from any, like, leak or something. I have no idea where this came from. I have zero idea where this song came from. I've tried to search it up on Google. I've tried to research about what this is. I cannot find any source material for this song. So if y'all know, please tell me. I want to know who made it, because currently it's named that, because that's the file name. Unknown is because it doesn't have an artist. I don't know who made it. I don't know where this is from. So this is what it sounds like. Very loud. It's kind of a banger. Anyways, that song you're gonna get for, actually, it's a secret. Anyways, then you have this song. This song is peak, and you get it for getting all the achievements. You gotta hear this, guys. Oh yeah, it is also explicit, so, swear words, guys! Guys, it's so good. It's so good. Like, you gotta hear it. Not the whole thing, though, but, like, you know.
Yo, Jack Jones, you better fucking back up.
Yeah. Okay, now that's all you get. Okay. Shut up, Coco. So yeah, that's the music disc. Oh, and I forgot to mention, guys, check out what I added to my Doors in Minecraft recreation. Prime. I love Prime, guys. I love it, I love it, I love it. Prime is so good, guys. I love Prime. Lunchly, I love... Okay, I'm not hungry. Well, I love Lunchly. Yummy Lunchly. Oh, I love Lunchly so much. The pizza. Oh. Okay, it's time to get to the entities. Now, I'm going to explain them kind of one by one, but here they are. Oh, whoops, forgot this guy. Can't forget Dupe. Alright, so here they all are. Let's first talk about the rushing entities. So we have Ambulate and Ambuscade, and here they are. I really like these two. I swear, if you walk out into the sunlight, I'm gonna do horrible things. Now, so this is Ambulate. He's the normal entity that, flies through the room. He's pretty slow, actually. He's kind of like my rush replacement. So he's just... Okay, you can die, I guess. So that's like the normal one. This guy is the... Hold on. Oh, he dropped some lunchly! This is Ambuscade, and he's like my ambush replacement, kind of. He's not gonna rebound. He's just like way quicker, doesn't have a light flicker thing, and he's just... Yeah, I know. Yeah, and he also looks cooler. I like his design. Although I might change it a little bit because I drew him, and I was kind of like, this doesn't look like that. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so next is what these relate to and what this massive mass relates to. And that is the Dreadmite. Now, what does this thing do exactly? Well, it's pretty easy to explain. In dark rooms, you will find these cracks in the wall. And I mean every dark room, not like specific ones. Every dark room will have these little cracks in the lower wall. If you stay in a dark room for too long, these little guys will come out of the said wall and try to kill you. If Ambulate or Ambuscade rush through the room, that doesn't count because the Dreadmites haven't nested in there yet, so don't worry about that. But they will exist in the naturally occurring dark rooms. So, yeah, probably look out for them. Now, for this thing, basically in the greenhouse, I'm going to have little nests that will be there, and they'll just kind of be chilling, and they'll slowly spill out of these, and once you get to the next room, they'll die, which is how it works normally anyways. Once you get to the next room, they all die, so you don't have to worry about them. Okay, so I did mention the backdoor stuff, so of course we have the average backdoors entity. This is the Look Man. It's literally just an Enderman. He's going to work exactly the same as an Enderman. There is nothing else to his thing, it's just an Enderman. Yeah. Okay, and you're probably also thinking, what about Haste? If you have the Look Man, where's Haste? Well, here he is. Yeah. This is the Hasty. There's going to be multiple of them that spawn when the timer reaches 0. As you can see, he doesn't look that scary. He looks like a chill little guy. I mean, yeah, he has a knife in his hand, but he looks like a chill guy. That's creative mode. He looks like a chill guy, right? Why do I have low? Oh yeah, it's because I was drinking Prime. Anyways, he looks like a chill guy. He wouldn't hurt anyone, right? Right? You wouldn't do that, right? You wouldn't do that. He wouldn't do that. Yeah, so he turns red when he tries to attack you, and he actually looks like Haste here. I'm not gonna walk into that. He's gonna kill me. But yeah, that's the Hasty. I think he's pretty cool looking. And yeah. Okay, let me explain this. So this is an entity, and it's called Stoplight. Basically, it acts kind of like Halt in the way where everyone gets teleported into the room, and a minigame thing kind of starts. So you'll have to traverse the room with these effects. So when it's green, you walk around. I don't know if I'm going to make it to where you have to keep walking for you to stay alive. Probably not. That sounds like too much. But yeah, that's for green. Yellow, you have to be sneaking. You can do whatever. You can stop. You can, jump and walk around. But you have to be sneaking the whole time for yellow. Red, you have to completely stop everything you're doing. Crazy. And yeah, that's Stoplight. And then we have Dupe. It's Dupe. If you know doors, you know who Dupe is. Crazy. Okay, and for the final two, you're probably thinking, oh, it's Seek and Figure, right? No, it's the Creaking and the Warden, obviously. like, why would you not? Hold on. Let me just die. Can you die? 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 Okay, anyway, yeah, it's the creaking and the warden. Yeah. So basically, there'll be dedicated creaking rooms. These guys kind of replace the eyes, because you have to actually look at them to get them to not attack you. But yeah, they're silly. I like them. They're little goobers. Yeah, I like the creakings. But yeah, the creakings will have their own like little rooms that can spawn, and you'll just have to traverse it with those guys trying to kill you. Then, as you just saw, we have the warden. I'm not spawning another one, but it's the warden. You're probably like, oh, Thermal, where's Seek and Figure? Like where are they? Aren't they supposed to be here? No, they're not here. It's all the warden. The warden is the only entity. Well, I mean, like he's like the main guy. He's the main guy. I was kind of like thinking like, oh, who am I gonna have chase you? And I was like, oh, the warden's pretty good at like chasing people. He's pretty quick. His AI is like decent, and he's pretty scary. And he's kind of like Seek in the way where he has like his like a weird skulk infection stuff. That makes sense. But then I was like, oh, but Figure, Figure like can't hear. Or what? Figure like can't see or anything. It's like his whole thing. He can't hear you or what? He can't see you. He can't see you. You have to like sneak around him and stuff. And I'm like, wow, that's literally the warden. That is like the whole premise of him. And then I was like, what if they're just the same dude? So they're the same dude now. Alright, yeah. That's all for entities. Okay, hello people who just came in from skipping all the spoiler stuff. We're now at the lobby. And this is what it looks like. I think it turned out pretty well. I'll probably add more decorations once I have more decorations, but this is what it looks like at the moment. I think it looks pretty good. We have these little side rooms, which I will turn into something. This will probably be the achievement room. I don't know what this will be. These are the elevators that you walk into, start a game. And this is the whatever broken down room thing. And then you have this little back doors thing, which doesn't lead to anywhere. And then you have this little thing toward wallpaper. Yeah. That's all that does. You won't be able to exit even though there are doors here. There'll be like structured voids here that don't allow you in. So yeah. So how do you start a game? You just walk in. I haven't coded this yet. Hold on, let me go over there. Guys, wasn't that such like a cool transition on how I got to ignore like the creative mode stuff? Like how I just like got over here crazy, like that was insane. Also, what is up with this? Anyways, yeah, this is a reception. As you can see, we have the rift chest in all of its glory. We have this thing, which I'm going to fix at some point, but I'm too lazy to do it right now. Yeah, here's the chest, with all of its glory. You got some drawers there. You'll obviously get the key from over there once I set that up, and you'll be able to open this door, which I can't open right now because of the structure voids. Also, there's a lot of these. So yeah, you open that, and you get room 1, room 2. Now, nothing will spawn in these, so don't worry. Room 3, and then here's this little room here. Here's 4, and this is the first dark room. This one is guaranteed to spawn. Basically, how I'm going to have these work, actually I'll explain it after I go through these, but this is a guaranteed dark room. This will always be a dark room no matter what, just to get players used to dark rooms. Here's this room, which is just a long hallway. Nothing spawns here. Now, in the original game, there's not like a lot of elevator stuff, so I thought it'd be cool to have something like this, where it's just like you fall down here. And yeah, also don't worry about fall damage. It's turned off, so you don't have to worry about that. And then you have this, and this is pretty cool. You can go through this. Is a little like, kind of like, I don't know, basement like area thing, but it's not the back door. It's just like a little basement area. And then you go back to the normal stuff. This one will probably have a guaranteed ambulate spawn, so you'll have to hide in this, which is, as you can see, how that system works. I want to have a way where it like drowns the player when you're in here, so you know how much time you have left before you need to get out from hide. But I can't figure that out right now, so if anyone knows how to do something like that, please let me know. And then, obviously, we can move on to door 10, which is a giant locked room. We have some paintings here, which I'll add as decoration later to the other rooms. We have... Yeah. And obviously I'll have a randomizer to put the key in somewhere. That's my dog. Here's 11. Why is that? Oh, so I was listening to music. Yes, I listen to the soundtrack of the game, alright? Just don't bother me. We have this room, which is like a little 4-way room. Pretty cool. These aren't furnished yet, by the way, if you couldn't tell. I'm just kind of building them to build them. Here's 13. That will be like a... Actually, that won't be a side room. That's guaranteed to not be a side room, so don't try to loot that. And then here's 14, which I haven't built yet. So, yeah, that's what I've gotten so far. As you can see, there's these giant boxes. Basically, I'm going to have a bunch of these saved, and then I'll have variants of the exact same room. Like, this one exactly will have, like... Actually, not that one. This one will have, like, 2 variants. One is a dark room, and one will spawn the entity. And there'll be, like, a randomizer all the way over here in this room that will decide what that room is going to be. Yeah, that's how that works. And that's why this one is guaranteed to be a dark room, so people can ease into the feature. Same with that being guaranteed to be a ambulate spawn room, so you kind of understand what it is. But after that, you get no tutorials. Just kidding, unless it's like the mace thing and whatever. You get like a little painting that kind of gives you a tutorial. But besides that, yeah, that's how that works. And those will always be randomized. So the creaking rooms will be randomized. The ambulate and such ambuscade rooms will be randomized. Dark rooms will be randomized. However, the stoplight rooms are predetermined. So like door 20, door 30, and then door 60, and so on, will all be guaranteed stoplight rooms. Because again, that'd be pretty cool. Maybe door 42, but I feel like the warden chase might cut into that. I'm not sure. I'll probably have that at like 45. I don't want it to just throw you right into a stoplight room after you're done with the chase, though. That just kind of seems scummy. So, yeah, that's how that will work. Creaking rooms aren't going to be guaranteed for a specific room or something. Oh, and side rooms do exist. That's what this like little green glass is for. I'm going to build a bunch of side rooms, which is also where the Prime and Lungeley come in. They'll just be like a stupidly rare side room that just has that. So if you find it, you got a rare room. Crazy. That's why the trash can exists, by the way. I only made that for that reason, to make the room with the Prime and Lungeley in it. I am not kidding. That is the whole reason why it exists. Yeah. So yeah, that is basically all I have to say for today. This was a lot of explaining. Don't worry, the other devlog videos will be more shorter and sweet, so you don't have to hear me talking all day. But the reason why I wanted to make these devlog videos is, for one, to kind of get some hype on it, because I want people to know this project exists and that it's something that they could look out for in the future. And plus, I want to get some feedback on people and maybe some potential playtesters for when I feel pretty ready for this, and then I can release it so then people can find bugs, so I can squash those bugs, and then later release it fully to the public where people can play it. If you have any suggestions or answers to the questions that I said, or just questions yourself, then join my Discord server. I'll have it linked in the description below. Although when you join it, you'll see it says the server of Sarge. Don't worry, it's the right server. There'll be a question on onboarding, which you can answer. There'll be like a selection that talks about the doors in Minecraft thing. Just select that, and yeah, you'll be entered. You'll be able to ask questions from there, and you'll get like some announcements and some little sneak peeks on stuff that aren't just the devlog videos on there. And we have a pretty small community right now, but yeah, you can check it out. Besides that, though, if you don't feel like joining a Discord server, you just don't have Discord, you can ask in the comments below, and I'll try to answer them. Yeah, I don't think this video will get much traction, so yeah, that's all I really got to say for now. I'll see y'all in the next devlog video. Not sure when that will be, but yeah, hopefully sometime soon. Yeah, and that's all I got to say. I'll see y'all later. Holy crap, this was an hour-long recording. Oh my gosh, this video is going to be long.